What's up, guys? Rampage here again, bringing you today's question of the day. So for today's question, I'm going to be asking you guys, what is your favorite 4th gen shiny Pokemon? Now that includes Pokedex entries from Turtwig up to Arceus, I think. And for me, I wasn't too impressed with the shinies from Generation 4. I didn't really like too many of them. It's not too many that I really care for. But I'd have to say that my favorites are between Porygon Z and Giratina. Yeah, I think those are the only two that I really like. I mean, like, Garchomp's is pretty much the same as its regular form. It looks super similar, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. And I guess I'm just going to have to say that Giratina was my favorite one. So yeah, leave your answers in the comments below, and let's get started with the battle. What's up, guys? Rampage here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys, well, I guess you could call it a series of Showdown battles. And the reason I'm doing this is because in all of these battles I'm using my Hyper Offense team, which had the Froslass on it, and since Froslass got moved up to BL recently, I don't really want to hold on to these battles for that long and post them later when Froslass isn't even in UU anymore. So that's why I'm kind of just throwing these battles together. So that's that. And my opponent, Alex Q, he's on my side, which I don't like. Get off my side. I like the lower part, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Nothing really looks too threatening. Well, actually everything looks threatening since this is Hyper Offense, and I don't really have any walls, so I don't know. We'll play it as we see it, or we'll see it as we play it. I don't know, however the phrase goes. But let's just start off with the battle already. Enough rambling. So he's going to lead off with a Weavile. I'm going to lead off with my Froslass. For some reason I'm faster than this Weavile, so maybe he's adamant. I don't know why I'm faster, but I'm just going to go for Spikes, as he's going to go for a Night Slash, then the Ice Shard to take me out, which is whatever. Don't really care too much. I'm just now going to go out to my Mienshao so I can go for the U-turn, take out the Weavile. But he's going to switch out into his Gligar, which is fine because now I can go out into my Azelf and go for the Stealth Rocks. Maybe he was predicting Ice Punch, and that's why he switched out into Weavile. But my Azelf has U-turn. I have no reason to switch out because I saw that Froslass outsped, so I know that my Azelf does, so I can just take Weavile out with a U-turn. Go back out into Mienshao, go for a U-turn again as he brings in his Gligar and sets up Stealth Rocks. Going to U-turn out into Kingdra, go for a Dragon Pulse, thinking that he's going to switch into his Milotic, predicting the Water move. But he stays in and goes for Agility. And then Baton Pass. Hello? What is this? I don't even know. And then his Milotic has Dragon Pulse. Oh my gosh, I've had enough. So yeah, I lost my Kingdra to some random stupid stuff there. But I'm just going to bring in my Raikou, knowing that I should be able to take a hit, and I'm just going to take out the Milotic with a Thunderbolt. Now he's going to bring out his Brazion. I'm just going to Volt Switch out into my Azelf, thinking that he might go for the Fighting move. It turns out he does go for the Fighting move. He goes for Sacred Sword, which is weird. Never see that on Brazion. But I'm just going to take the Brazion out with a Psychic, and now he's going to bring out Heracross. Just going to leave my Azelf in. I have no real reason to switch out, and nothing on my team likes to take a hit. Plus, this is Hyper Offense, where you generally don't switch. And now I can just go into my Mienshao, Revenge Kill with Aerial Ace, and pretty much hurt the rest of his team. He can't bring in Gligar, because I think Gligar dies after Hazards. But he's actually going to bring in Honchkrow. No, he's going to bring in Chandelure. I'm going to go out into my Honchkrow as Death Bother. But it turns out he actually has Psychic. He's going to go for that. And since he switches out into his Gligar, I'm suspecting that his Chandelure is choiced. So that's nice because I'm able to take the Gligar out with a Brave Bird. And now I can just Sucker Punch this Chandelure. And that's going to be my match. So yeah, that's game 1 out of the way. And let's move on to the next one. So here we have another battle. And I'm on the freaking other side again. I don't like that. I just wish there was a way that I could stay on the lower side. But whatever, no time to complain. My opponent, that Hitmontop could be annoying because it might want to spin away my Hazard, so that's going to suck. And Houndoom could also be annoying because of Pursuit Trapping. And that's pretty much the only annoyances I'm really looking at on his team. So without further delay, let's get started with this one. So my opponent, he's going to lead off with his Hitmontop, and I'm going to lead off with my Froslass. Now right here, I'm going to go for the taunt, predicting a Foresight, predicting him to predict my Spikes, but no, he's actually just going to go for Stone Edge first turn, and luckily for me, Curse Body disables Stone Edge, so now I can just set up some Spikes, as he's actually going to go out into his Gallade, and he's just going to take me out with a Shadow Sneak, which is fine by me. I'm actually going to go out into my Raikou now, and I'm going to go for a T-Bolt, which was kind of a stupid play. I don't know why I did that. I should have just went out into, like, I don't know, Mienshao or Kingdra or something. I don't know. But now, I'm actually going to switch out into my Mienshao right here, predicting the Shadow Sneak, which I do predict nicely, and I'm just going to go for a high jump kick, hoping to take it out, but no. I don't take him out, and he's just going to take me out with Psycho Cut, so that sucks. Made a series of bad plays, and I lost my Mienshao as a result of it, which kind of sucks. But he's going to lose his Gallade as well. So now I'm going to bring out my Azelf, and my opponent's going to bring back out his Hitmontop. I really don't care if he switches out into Houndoom. I really just want to try and get rid of this Hitmontop if I can, so I'm just going to stay and go for Psychic. And I was going to bring out Sharpedo. I'm actually going to go into my Raikou as Deathfather, knowing that he's actually going to go for the Protect right here because Azelf still outspeeds. But I don't really see myself needing Raikou too much, so that's why I brought it in. And now I can just get a switch into my Kingdra, safe switch into my Kingdra. And there's no point setting up the Rain Dance right here because he'll still outspeed me, because after this turn he'll be at +3 speed, I think. So I'm just going to stay in, go for the Dragon Pulse, take the Sharpedo out, which could have been a huge ass threat. And now he's going to bring out his Pharaoh Seed. And I'm just going to go back out into my Azelf because, one, I can set up my Stealth Rocks, which will be good because the hazards will rack up on his Pokemon. And two, I didn't really want to go for Fire Blast because he had this Houndoom. So now I'm actually going to go for U-Turn, and I didn't see the Sucker Punch. I mean, no, I didn't see the Pursuit right here or the Sucker Punch, so I don't really think that his Houndoom has it. I'm thinking maybe he's just Nasty Plot. So I'm going to go back on the Azelf after fathering off my Kingdra and go for a U-turn again. But no, he does have the Sucker Punch. So, yeah, he pulled a fast one on me. He got me. He got me. I'll admit it. But now I'm going to go out into my last guy being Honchkrow. I'm just going to hit him with a Sucker Punch now. He could have just went for a Sucker Punch and just overrid mine, which I don't know why he didn't. But it's going to win me the game because now he's going to bring out his Porygon Z. I can just take that thing out with a Sucker Punch. And his last guy is a Pharaoh Seed, and I have Superpower, which will take that out, and hell, maybe even Brave Bird will take this thing out from where it's at. But yeah, that's going to be Honchkrow's game, and yeah, so that was the second battle, and you know, let's just move on to the next one. So here we have the final battle, and Showdown finally decided to put me on the correct side, the lower side. I like that. I like that. Bravo to you. And anyway, when I look at my opponent's team, his team looks to be very annoying. He has a Cofagrigus Snorlax core, he has a Spiker plus a Spin Blocker, and he also has a Rapid Spinner, so his team, like I said, just looks very annoying. But without further ado, we can get started with this battle. So I'm going to lead off with my Froslass like usual, and my opponent's going to lead off with an Omastar. Don't want this thing setting up hazard, so I'm just going to go for the taunt first turn as he's going to Scald me. Luckily he doesn't burn me, and I'm just able to set up some spikes now as he's going to just go for another Scald, and he doesn't burn me again, which is nice. And now I'm going to go for a Destiny Bond because it's just a free kill. I want to kill off this Omastar, and that's pretty much what happens. So able to take the Omastar down, which is nice. And now he's going to go into Crobat as I'm going to go on the Azelf. Don't want to take a U-turn or a Brave Bird from this thing, so I'm going to switch out into my Raikou because I figured Raikou could take either or. And he is going to go for the U-turn, and it does kind of a lot. So I'm thinking that thing might be Bandit. But he's going to go out into a Snorlax. I'm just going to Volt Switch because I don't like the matchup. So I'm going to U-turn out into my Azelf, hoping that maybe he'll go for an Earthquake, or maybe I could live a Body Slam. But no, he crits me. So I lost my Azelf, which sucks. But now I'm just going to go out to my Mienshao. I'm not going to go for the high jump kick yet, just because he does have this bulky ass ghost type. So there's no point in going for high jump kicks just yet. And I'm just going to U-turn out into my Raikou because I want to get a huge hit off on this Cofagrigus. I'm not really worried if he goes back out into a Snorlax because it'll still do a decent chunk of damage. And I am going to paralyze this Cofagrigus, and he's going to get fully paralyzed, which I guess maybe makes up for the crit. So that's nice. But now he's going to go out in the Snorlax, and I'm just going to stay in, go for some Thunderbolts. I don't really care if he takes my Raikou out. And he is, in fact, going to take my Raikou out with his Body Slam right here. That's fine, because now I can just go out into my Honchkrow right here. And when Honchkrow comes in, Pokemon die. It's not something dies, Pokemon die, as in plural. So Honchkrow's going to take out this Snorlax, which is nice, and now he's going to go out into his Hitmontop, get the Intimidator off me. But it doesn't matter, because Brave Bird will still destroy this thing's life. He's going to hit me with a Sucker Punch, doesn't do shit to me at all, and that's a dead Hitmontop. So yeah, Honchkrow just putting in a massive amount of work, which is nice. And now he's going to go out into his Crobat. He thought his Crobat could live with +1 Sucker Punch. He was sadly mistaken. And yeah, Crobat just dies. So now he's going to bring out Shaman. He should have brought this thing out sooner, because this turns out to be a sub-seeding Shaman, and he gets me. He goes for the Leech Seed as I go for a Sucker Punch. So looks like Honchkrow's not really going to be able to take out the Shaman, but as long as this thing isn't behind a sub when I die, that's all I'm really hoping for. So I'm going to go for a Brave Bird as he sets up a sub, and yeah, now the Shaman is not really looking too threatening. I'm going to go on to my Kingdra now, and I believe I'm just going to hit this thing with a Dragon Pulse, because I'm thinking Dragon Pulse plus Draco will be enough to take the Shaman out. And Foam, don't do that again. But anyway, he's going to hit me up with a Leech Seed. Now I'm going to switch out into my Mienshao, thinking that he's just going to go for a sub. But no, he hits me with a Seed Flare, and surprisingly I take that. That's very surprising. Mienshao has piss poor defenses, so I didn't think I'd take that at all. But I do, and I'm just going to go for the Aerial Ace, because I figure Aerial Ace will kill the Cofagrigus after hazards, and it should kill the Shaman. So I'm going to go for the Aerial Ace again as he brings Shaman back in, but he lives with 2%, so that sucks. So I'm going to have to hope that my Kingdra can take a hit at 78%, and I am able to take the hit, which is nice. And I'm just going to go for a Dragon Pulse, take out the Shaman, and that's going to be the game. So yeah, there was 3 short, quick little battles for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed them, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I don't know if the ladder was broken this day or something, because I got like ridiculous amounts of points like the whole day whenever I was using this team, because they ranked me at like 2384. Like see, look at that. They put me at like 2384. That's ridiculous. I don't know if the ladder was broken that day or something, but yeah, because I only had like 10 battles with the team. This was actually before I did the Showdown live, but that was neither here nor there. So yeah. But yeah, that's going to be the end of it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please push that like button. Also leave a comment. I do enjoy reading your comments. It's been a wonderful time, and this is Rampage here signing out. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.